What's up, guys? I am your host, the FM Guru. I am the one-stop shop for all your farmers market questions, whether it be how to open a farmers market booth, where to go to sign up for one, which one's the best ones. I can answer any of them questions. I'm the only one who can. If you guys have any questions on how to do that, message me in the comment sections. If you guys want direct help, you can go ahead, hit my description box for the email, and we can schedule a one-on-one consultation. But today, we're going to be talking about the three different markets. So there are three markets that you need to be wary about before you go signing up for any type of market. There are the small rural farmers markets. I can't pronounce the second R. Small rural farmers markets. There are the farmers markets that are suburban size, and then there are the farmers markets that are like a city farmers markets. And today we're going to be starting one by one. I was looking at it earlier today, and we're gonna be going state to state. So the first market we're looking at is the market next to San Francisco. This is in California. We're looking at the Rose Garden Farmers Market, and you could tell it's not that big of a farmers market by its reviews right here. So 102, 100 under is like a small rural farmers market. So if you look at the pictures, you can tell that there are not that many people, right? So if you look, all it really does is come right here, then it curves up right here, and then there are a few more on this backside. They probably come up and then they curve over there too. So this one is probably like your small town market. As you can see, there are some maybe banks in the background. It's nothing too crazy going on. Like you see how there's trees back here and a few houses. You can get some shaved ice for $3. You can tell it's not that big of a market. But before we keep going, the sponsor of today's video is the sweet and spicy herbal cider from Herb Roots and Company. These ciders are amazing for congestion. I'm drinking this right now because I feel super mucus in my throat. You just add it to a cup, fill it with water and milk, call it a day. That one has a kicky spice to the back of your throat. Very good. I like it a lot. Anyway, we're back. So here are the pros and cons to a small town farmers market. The pro of them is that you are having a place where you can start your product off. If you're nervous and you don't know how to do big crowds and you're just a nervous person in general when it comes to just starting your brand, this is a really cool way just to get your foot in the door and just to get your product out there. Because there's not that many people, there's low booth fees, there's less competition out there. A lot of farmers market have an issue of having multiple people that sell the same product. So if you're selling candles, 100%, you're gonna be competing with someone. If you start off at a small town one, you're most likely not gonna be competing with anyone. You're gonna be the only vendor there probably. And you can get lucky, like crazy enough, last year, a farmer's market just opened around me and I signed up for it. And there were no soap or candle vendors yet because it literally just opened. But the cons of it is that it's a small town farmer's market. So you have limited sales. Although you do have a consistent base, it's a small base. The growth cap that you have is super small because it's only a small town market. So let's say you're selling bread, you sell bread to 50 people. Those are all the people coming to the market. You're pretty much toast, no pun intended. And then after that, you don't have any impulse buyers, and impulse buyers are big for certain products, but they're not good for other products. So if you can sell something like a soap at a small town one, you can go crazy because people use soap like that. The next market type that we're going to be talking about is the medium-sized market. So this market that we're looking at right now, it's in Colorado. You can tell it's medium size. We're gonna go to this one right here. This one's in Boulder. Boulder is a big city, but from the looks of it, it doesn't look like a super crazy big market. It could just have a lot of supporters. That's why it has 942 reviews. But by looking at it, it doesn't look too big and it looks like a suburb market. See, there are people down there. Let me try to find a better picture for us. It should be over here somewhere. This one is actually a decent size. So we're gonna call this one a suburb market only because of the houses in the background. And this could be a suburb to a city market because I know Boulder is a big city in Colorado. But if you look at this photo, This does not scream city right here. So this has, because when we're talking about the types of markets, we're talking about the vibe of it, because the vibe will determine who buys your product. So the people coming to this type of market, you definitely want, if you have a candle or a soap, or bread sells anywhere. Bread will sell anywhere. If you have a beef jerky where you can build a consistent, large customer base, this is the type of market you want to do. My personal favorite is the medium city suburb type market. So I would say Boulder is a medium city because I don't think it is one of the bigger cities, but looking at this market, it doesn't look like a super big, like downtown Dallas, downtown Miami, downtown New York City. So here are some reasons why I personally like the suburban one. It depends on your product, like I said. So the suburban one, you have your consistent customer base that is large, like I mentioned before. They are going to be spending more because instead of getting one, there's families coming, so they're going to be spending and thinking about their whole family. With the suburban ones, there's typically families that come. Same thing with the smaller ones, just there's more families coming. And the cool thing that I like, it's a perfect balance of traffic, but not too much. Another thing I like about it is that they're only 4 hours long typically. Sometimes you can get some that are 5-6 hours long, but typically they're 4 hours long. So you just do your business in the morning. People know the suburb markets that they need to hurry up and come, get it out their way, and then they can enjoy the rest of their day. So that's what I do with my cider. I go to the market, get it out the day, then I enjoy my rest of my day, but then I work if I need to. Another thing is that there are more locals and there's more tourists, so the locals are way more likely to support than a tourist. A tourist is just coming, looking around, but we will get into the products that are good for tourists because there's certain markets. The downside about it is that if the traffic is not hitting, sometimes there's nobody there. But something I do is that if there is nobody there, there's always that one person that comes randomly that's a consistent customer that you've built over the years that just spends a lot of money. And then, yeah, that's just kind of it. Sad thing about it though is that those are the more seasonal ones, and then those ones do tend to end for different seasons, just like the smaller market. So you just really want to get markets that if one ends at this season, then there's another one that's open all 4. So another thing too that you have to worry about is that you do have a lot more competition. From what my experience, you have more competition at the suburb markets because you're more likely to hire vendors that do what you do and sell what you sell. So for example, at the market that I go to, I think they have 2 coffee people. They have maybe 2 candle vendors, but they are slightly variated. Then they have about 4 bakers that bake different things. So that is something you do have to be worried about. If there's a bread person right there, you're competing against that bread person who's right over there. Then I would say another thing is something that does make a medium market differ than a smaller market is that they normally have about maybe 4 or 5 food trucks, nothing too crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much it with the medium market. That's personally my favorite, but that, man, you get serious customers for real. The last but not least market that we're gonna cover in today's video is the big downtown farmers market. As you can tell by the reviews, has 872 reviews. This is a very big market. You can look at the pictures and tell how big the market is because if we pause this video, that market goes down all the way down there. I bet if we even went on their Instagram, like we could probably go real quick. Phoenix Farmers Market. If you go to their Instagram, like I mentioned, you already saw it. They're open year round. Typically the city markets are open year round. And if you look at it, let's see, they have all that. And I saw a picture, but this is ASU back here. And let's see how many followers they have. They have 61,000 followers. So yes. And this is interesting because normally I stand corrected. Normally markets are 8 hours long, but this one's only what, 5 hours? So yeah, I stand corrected on some things. But either way, you could tell that this is a big market. But here they're open at night, so I don't know what that is. So as you can tell, this is a pretty big market, and we will be going over the specifics. And last but not least, we have the city market. With the city market, the pros of it are there are a ton of people. If you're in a downtown city, people are most likely getting off the airport and coming there as a tourist. They are good for the vendors who sell drinks. Impulse buyers are what the tourists are. The person that kills it the most at these farmers markets, the person, let's say for that example, we were selling in Phoenix, that made a Phoenix market t-shirt, they are gonna go crazy. They're gonna sell out like it's hotcakes. That's a tourist thing to buy. So I know people who personally have sold t-shirts and they are whooping it. Don't compare yourself to other people though. Another cool thing about these markets is that you can sell a premium price for your products because it's the city. People understand that the city is going to be more expensive, so you can go up on your product. The only multiple downsides of the city markets are typically city markets are longer hours. So when I did a city market, it was 8 hours long. There are lots of tourists, so that's a pro and a con, because if you have something like a soap, a tourist is not going to go crazy on some soap. You have your local shoppers that are local to the city, but think about what a local shopper is. Local shoppers in the city are people that live in high-rise apartments. It's probably them, their boyfriend, their girlfriend, and then just need to buy like what, 2 soaps for the week. Whereas with the family, they need to buy soap for their whole family. Or if it's something like green juice, if you're buying green juice, if it's a single dude who lives in the downtown area or the uptown area, he's gonna buy like maybe 3. If it's someone buying it for their family, they're buying like 10 for the week. So that is something. Also, if you're charging a more premium price because the city, obviously that's a pro, but the con to that is the booth fees are way more expensive. So my booth fee when I was at a city farmers market was $95 for one day. My booth fee at the suburb farmers market is only $40. Sometimes it's $30 depending on where I'm at. And I make way more at the suburb market because more suburb families are into tea and are more likely to buy tea for their family and give it to different people in their family. That's something you got to take into consideration. Another thing is, if you're in a city market, there's a ton of vendors. So you're dealing with all them vendors. Good luck with that. All them competitions. You're dealing with 5 soap vendors. You're dealing with 5 juice vendors. You're dealing with the iced tea guy, the lemonade guy, this specific drink guy. If you have barbecue, you're killing it. I'm being so serious. You're killing it. I will say another thing is it's very hard to build a solid customer base, because the city, like I said, there's tourists, they're in and out. They may come one day, they might not come one day, but if you have a specific product, man, you can kill it. So that was just a general overview of each of these markets. If you guys have a question, like I mentioned, hit my comment section. I'll be happy to answer it. Right now, I'm still drinking my sweet and spicy herbal cider because my congestion, it's like my sinuses have just been bad. So thank you guys for coming, and I appreciate you guys. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to do what I just said to do. In other words, thank you guys for coming. Peace.